Hey Bills Mafia, how's things going with G? It's Trev here in the shed at hashtag Irish Bills Mafia, bringing you another episode of my weekly YouTube video. I do apologise for no video last week. I had a very bad bug and was very sick for the latter end of last week and early this week, so unfortunately I couldn't do the video, but I'm feeling a bit better now and looking forward to doing another quick video with you, and hopefully you will enjoy it. I'm going to look back at the game versus Detroit. I know I missed the Cleveland game from last week's video, but it was a brilliant game. I really enjoyed it. Detroit really put it up to us, and I have to say, when the man was called, the man answered, and that's Josh Allen, and as well Stephon Diggs. When the chips were down and things were looking bad, even on the sideline, the vibe wasn't great at some part of the second half, and they were the two guys to dig us out and get us over the line. And fair play to Tyler Bass. He had missed a shot earlier, an extra point, but when it was needed, he put it between the posts, and it was a good win because that Detroit team is improving every single week. And Jared Goff, who I thought was way off the pace the last year and a bit, or even the last year at Los Angeles, in fairness to him, is really maturing with that team, and that team is working around him. And to be fair to them, they are a team that's going to go places in the next few years because they are improving. But that's all I've got to say about it. It was a good win. Yes, Von Miller got injured. Look at injuries happen. We've had other players injured. Hopefully it's not too serious, and hopefully Von will be back on the field as soon as possible for us. But I don't like how everyone starts feeling doom and gloom when it's one player that gets injured. Yes, Von Miller is a very good player. He has got 2 Super Bowls. He is exceptional at what he does. But this Bills team got to the playoffs last year and the year before without Von Miller. And one of the greatest games of football I've ever seen didn't have Von Miller in it. So, yes, he's a big loss, and yes, fingers crossed, Von Miller will be back in the field soon. But the team is the team, not one player. And let's hopefully see Von back on the field soon, and hopefully he's okay. But we have got to concentrate, and we've got to move forward. And our next game is against the team I dislike most, and probably the only team I dislike in the NFL, and that's the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. And it was Tom Brady, but Brady's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so I'll just dislike the Buccaneers when Brady's gone. But yes, it is the game, 2 most important games for me in the calendar. This is the first one. It's at their stadium in Boston, and it's going to be a tough one. They will not want to be not champions of their AFC East division for 3 years in a row, watching the Bills, who is the team in the AFC East, take it from them, and we have to be ready for it. And there's no point looking at playoffs or looking at Super Bowls or AFC titles or AFC East titles or anything, because as of now, we're second in the division behind Miami. We have played 2 divisional games so far and lost them. So we have a bad divisional record, and tonight is when we need to start putting it right. And we need to start implementing our game on them from the start. Our defense need to be up for it. Whoever is fit is fit. They need to go after Mac Jones, because I was listening to a podcast today. Mac Jones under pressure is very, very poor. So we need to put him under pressure. And our offense need to be at it. And I'm afraid more need to be at it than just Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. Gabe Davis needs to put in a shift. Dawson Knox needs to put in a shift. And those are our main guns other than Stephon Diggs. Devil Singletary, Isaiah McKenzie, Young Cook, they all need to be on their A game when they're running with the ball, and the other boys need to be on their A game when they're catching the ball. It's very, very important. This is the most important game so far this year. And why I say that is there is a brilliant chance of getting back our number one seed this weekend if we win tonight. Because the Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Bengals are on form. And the Chiefs are winning games, but they're not destroying teams. In the way that they're winning, and they are winning comfortably, but they're not destroying. And I think the Bengals have their number. The last two games last year, in regular season and playoff, they bet the Chiefs in two excellent games. So I think we could get our number one seed spot back. Now, yes, the Miami Dolphins will have to drop as well, but they're playing San Francisco. And again, it's another chance for us to get our number one seed back. And this time, if we get our number one seed, it has to stay. There's no more mistakes. So this is a very, very important weekend. Like, I think San Francisco will beat Miami because it's in San Francisco, and I think it's going to be a San Francisco Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. And that's what I've been saying since the start of the season. And McCaffrey to them is just, I couldn't believe it when it was like winning the lotto for them. So that's on that side of the draw. Then you have the Bengals and the Chiefs, and I think the Bengals will win that one. And it's just a good feeling. I could be wrong, but it's a good feeling. And if then two things happen and we win our game, all of a sudden we're number one seed in the AFC. And then all we have to do is beat the Dolphins and keep winning our games, and we will be the number one seed going in to the AFC Championships. And that makes such a difference. And it's so important that we are. So this game tonight is vitally important. And it's Sean McDermott has blown Bill Belichick out of the water the last two times. Bill Belichick is no fool. As much as I dislike him, he is no fool. So he is not going to try and lie down. Their season is hanging by a thread now. If they lose tonight, they're going to fall way behind in the playoff section too. So they're going to be out all guns blazing. And we need to be ready for this. And we need to send them a message, send the AFC a message, and send the NFL a message that everyone was talking us up as Super Bowl favourites and Super Bowl this and Super Bowl that at the start of the year. We had our blip, and every team will have a blip during the year. And our blip is over. We need to show them our blip is over. And by doing that, they'll start taking us serious again. Because if you listen to the conversations I listen to numerous channels and podcasts and stuff that aren't Buffalo based, and it is the Philadelphia Eagles, it is the Dallas Cowboys, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, it's now the Cincinnati Bengals, and number 5 is the Buffalo Bills. Why are we number 5? We're better than all of them. So we need to go at it and prove it, and it starts tonight. And we need to be taking out Mac Jones and the Patriots. And to be honest, tonight's game is not about winning by 40 points. It'd be great if we did. But it's about playing well, offense and defense and special teams, and winning the game. And if it's by 1 point or 41 points, it's as long as we win and you make that 9-3, and you put them to 6-6, and all of a sudden they are fading away out of the championship, and we have a chance this weekend to get our number one seed back. And if we get it back this weekend, we have to keep it. So that's my views on that. Hopefully, all going well. Tonight, we will get the win we deserve. And I feel good about it. I was nervous last week watching the game against Detroit, not in a bad way, just I knew it was going to be a good game, a tight game, and we came out the far side of it. And, 23 seconds is enough time for Josh Allen to do things. So we just need to concentrate on tonight's game, get our win, come out of there and just leave them with their tails between their legs and have our victory and knock them out. So that's my thoughts on tonight. As I said, there's a number of brilliant games on this weekend. And if things fall our way starting tonight, and the first job is for us to win, we can have our number one seed back. And if we get our number one seed back, then next week, and I'm not looking past tonight, but next week, is then when the race for that number 1 seed starts, and we have to be at the races. But it's off scoring and losing sight is no good. You can say number 1 seed is gone, and then it's just playoff time, and you won't be at home. So we need to be at home. So that's my thoughts anyway on tonight and on last week. It's not going to be a very long video tonight because there's a lot of things going on. I'm still not 100% feeling well. Just to let you know, I'm on Twitter, and my Twitter handle is Trev76_Irish. That's TREV76_IRISH. And you can follow me here on YouTube, and I'm also on WordPress. And you get the links for them in my Twitter bio. This will be going up on WordPress as well if anyone wants to watch it there. Please watch it. If I'm trying, I'm learning, I'm doing my best. I need information, and I need your opinions and your thoughts and things. And don't be afraid to drop a comment either here or on Twitter or on WordPress. It doesn't matter. All three I'll take. And look at, thanks for watching. Next week, probably go into the games a bit more detail, and see how this one goes and how the weekend went, and look forward to the following weekend. But until then, all Buffalo fans, stay well, stay safe, stay happy, and go Bills.